welcome to Work in Progress Wednesday. I'm just kidding. We're probably not going to have a name for this live. Alright, I am working on my Wicked cardigan, and I thought it'd be fun if I went live and just hung out. I didn't schedule this live ahead of time. Hi Harper, I literally just clicked go live, so I have no idea how this is going to be. Hi Anna, hi Kimberly, hi Sophia, hi 717, hi Zodiac, hi Samantha, hi Jay, hi Crochet. Yeah, we gotta keep close eyes on the chat today because I don't have it set to subscriber only, and I usually have it set to subscriber only, so I gotta make sure everybody's being nice in here. I got the blocking fingers ready. How was my day today? It was so good. And here's why. Hold on, I need a blanket, I'm cold. I have a lot of anxiety about my teeth. And I hate going to the dentist. Once I'm at the dentist, I'm like kind of okay, but I hate going like to the dentist and booking my dentist appointments and stuff. And so I didn't go for like 3 years, maybe 4 years. I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a few years. And I finally went today, and it was a great day because I had no cavities and no issues. And I mean, I pretty obsessively brush and floss and everything. Like, I floss minimum once a day, a lot of times twice a day, and I've always brushed twice a day and Listerine twice a day. And I wear my retainers every night, so yeah, my teeth were pretty good. Pretty good. You love my sweater. Thank you. Everything I'm wearing is thrifted. So we've got my jeans that you can't see are from Depop, and they're like flare. I had never ordered anything from Depop or like an online thrift store until recently, and now I'm like, I love it. I found this one at, I feel like it was a Thrift Smart. No, it was Music City Thrift in Nashville. It's more than I normally pay for thrifted clothes. It was like $12, but online the same shirt was $40, and I really like it, and it's really unique, and I don't have anything like it, so I bought it. And then this this Christmas vest I thrifted years ago. I honestly have no idea where I got it or how much it was. I have been finding the best thrift finds recently. Today, the crazy ones were, so my dentist is in like a fancy area of Nashville, and I never thrift in like the fancy areas. Oh my gosh. I found multiple like designer bags, super cheap. And I have people in my life that I think are gonna like each of them. So I'm like so excited. My friend who loves pink, I found a pink Juicy Couture bag that has like embroidered like hearts all over it. I found a like really nice like Coach satchel and like a Steve Madden purse, all for like under $20. It was crazy. So lots of thrifting this year. I'm gonna do a video, like a Thriftmas video, just hopefully encouraging more people to thrift and make their Christmas presents. I'm gonna show like how I'm like styling my thrifted presents, and because I think like a lot of times you buy something new and it's already so like presented. Do you know what I mean? It'll be like, I don't know, just like super cutesy in the way that it's all like set up. You found Lululemon for $10 in a thrift store. A fun fact, I think Lululemon is one of those brands that will do buybacks. And so I think for Lululemon, you get money back in the store whenever you bring in Lulu, but I'm not sure how much you get back. Do you know what I mean? But you get store gift cards. So I've seen people get like $100 pair of leggings for, you know, like equivalent of like $30 worth of thrifting. So, yeah, I wanted to hate Lululemon because like I don't know, I don't fall for a lot of like designer things in general, but I got caught in the rain and borrowed a friend's pair of leggings that were Lululemon. Why do they feel like butter? Why are they actually the softest pair of leggings I've ever felt in my entire life? I digress. Anyways, but yeah, I think they're one of the brands that have like a buyback program. I feel like Columbia or somebody else does too, and then they recycle their materials or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but something like that. Hello, Chaos Crafter. Hi, Phoebe. How are y'all? What am I crocheting? I am working on my Wicked cardigan. I'm so excited. It's half pink sparkly. It kind of looks like white, but it's pink and sparkly, and half green. And we are going to see Wicked, I think Friday. And I'm trying to have it done by then. We might not go see it till Sunday, so I might have a couple extra days to get it done. I am doing a sort of tutorial. I'm calling it a tutorial light. I am showing y'all how, this will be next Monday's video, like how to make a Hexi cardi. Hi Erin, how are you? I'm gonna show y'all how to make a Hexi cardi, and it's not gonna be like a step by step by step, right? Because like everyone's body shape is different, everyone's tension with yarn is different. So it's going to be like how to make the basics of a Hexi cardi and how to adjust it like for your size. So if you are unfamiliar with Hexi cardigans, basically it is just a 6-sided granny square or a hexagon, see? And you just build it out, and then you take 2 of the edges like this and you fold it in half, and then this creates half of your cardigan. So the Wicked cardigan is going to be half green and half pink, and I'm so excited to wear it to Wicked this weekend. So I'll also show y'all like how to join it all. I'll show you how to extend the arms, because a lot of people just keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger until it's the length of their arm, but then it's way too wide on their arms. So I'll show you how to like extend the arms. I'll show you how to put the cuff around the arm. I think I'm gonna do a pink cuff on the green side and a green cuff on the pink side. And I'm also gonna flip flop like the collar. I think it'll be really, really cute. Hello, Davy, you look so good today. Thanks. I went and got my teeth checked on today, and it was great. If you weren't here in the beginning, I was talking about how it was a good day because I haven't been to the dentist in like 3 or 4 years, and everything was perfect. They said I had great teeth, and the x-rays looked good, gums looked good, had a little bit of plaque, but they got rid of it. So I also went ahead and scheduled my cleaning for 6 months from now, since you're supposed to go to the dentist every 6 months. I have never done that in my adult life, but I am going to start doing that. It's so easy. It's so easy to just go. I just have a lot of teeth anxiety. I don't like when they scratch on your teeth. That like, and then the water pick thing that they use, the vibration like sonic tool, it makes this high pitched noise that just like makes me just want to scream. It's not like it hurts or anything whenever they're doing the teeth cleaning. I don't know. It's just a sensory thing. I'm serving, thank you. Everything I'm wearing today, I thrifted, and I have been thrifting all my holiday presents this year and or making them, and it has been genuinely so fun. Oh wait, I didn't thrift the earrings, my little frog chairs. Everyone was loving these today. I've gotten so many compliments on them. But I thrifted the jeans I'm wearing from Depop. They're originally, I think, American Eagle. They're like a flare leg. I love them. And then I thrifted this little jean top recently, and this Christmas little sweater, not sweater vest, jean vest, years ago. I am making a Wicked Hexi cardi, so it'll be half pink and half green. And then I think the cuffs are going to be flip-flopped. I'm really excited. Yes, thank you, Angie. Hate the teeth scratching thing too. I know, it's horrible. I'm just really glad because like the when I've only had, so I had 4 cavities when I was 16, and those are the only cavities I've ever had, knock on wood. And the last time I went to the dentist 4 years ago, I did have to have 2 of my old cavities touched up. They said they were leaking. I don't understand what that means, but I do really well with like the Novocaine or whatever it is. Is it Novocaine? Whatever they do to like to drill into your teeth. But poor Josh, it does not work on him. So when he has to have a filling done, he feels everything. And apparently it's just like a thing where like some people, it just doesn't work on them. Look forward to seeing it. Yay! Yeah, the cardigan video, the Wicked cardigan video will be out on Monday. I'm really excited. Can I try to estimate how many things I've made? I have no clue. Genuinely no idea. Thousands. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for reindeer games, Cass. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Do you think the elf is gonna give back the song? Hello, 72, how are you? I really don't know how to estimate how many things I've made. let's think about this year. Can we just do this year? Okay, what did we start with this year? Why can't I remember what I made in January and February? Because I know last January was when I made the Dollar Tree sweater and then Josh's sweater. Do you like the light behind me? Thank you. I've been really working on like trying to build the vibe in here and like have like different colors and stuff and different lights. When did I make, I think I made my big button cardigan. It has like a big button here, and it was like my stash busting cardigan. I think I made that maybe in February. Because wasn't the Nashville Yarn Festival in like February as well? It was like pretty early in the year, wasn't it? So I made, maybe it was March. So I made those two cardigans. I made the big button cardigan, the stash busting cardigan. I made the purple and green cardigan for the Yarn Fest. And then I made my granny square shirt. I made all of my Renaissance Fair stuff this year. So I did the corset belt with all of like the pouches. I made three different pop tab purses. I don't know. I'm trying to think of everything I made this year. I did a lot of like clothes altering this year around probably like March. The thing is, I can't even remember everything I've made. I've been crocheting for 25 years. You know? So I genuinely have no idea. Are you more clothing or plushie? I'm more clothing. For years, I just kind of made hats. I made a few blankets, made some scarves. But I've really gotten into clothing recently. I made my cardigan last week. Oh, I love my cardigan from last week. It is like genuinely my favorite thing I think I've made. Definitely my favorite item of clothing. One of my friends who loves pink wants me to make her a floor length cardigan in pink with like pink fuzzy. I'm like, oh my god, that'd be so cute. It would be so cute. Is it a hobby or do you make money off of it? I'm like a full-time content creator, so yes, I make money from the things that, like my job is making things, but it's more making videos of the things that I've done, if that makes any sense. Like I don't sell the stuff that I've made yet. I'm thinking about doing drops next year where I'll make something, like if I make like 5 things in a month or something, I can like post about them and be like, these are available on my website now. Where's my cat? She's right next to me. She's sleeping on her little ladder. So eventually we're gonna have a window seat right here. I think we're putting it in about 2 weeks. We're gonna have a window seat right here. But for now, since she's like sitting next to me and I open that window a lot during the day for her, not open fully, there's a screen. She sits there and looks out the window. So she's sleeping. She's a happy girl today. Very, very happy girl. She's probably about 3 years old now. We've had her for almost 2 years, and we think she was about a year whenever we got her. I've been waiting a long time at the store. Happy to see her live. Oh, long line at the store. I was like, what have you been waiting for a long time at the store? Yeah, we're about to... How old is your daughter? Your daughter looks so cute. I don't have a daughter, so I have, unless you mean my cat, but I don't have a human daughter. I only have a feline daughter, so you might be mistaking me with another content creator, but I don't have a human daughter. Sorry, I was gonna say waiting in line at the store. I feel like it's that time of year. It's like everything is gonna be so busy. I am doing the same thing for my Christmas gifts that I did with my clothing for this year. So if you're new here, for clothes this year, I didn't buy any new clothes. I only bought either small businesses, thrifted, or made my clothes. And I'm doing the same thing for my Christmas gifts. And I have had such good luck, y'all, with thrifting so far this year. I'm so excited. There's only one sweater that I know I'm making as a Christmas gift this year. I don't think there's any chance he's on here, so we're gonna just hope he's not watching right now. I just won't say who. There's someone in my life who's extremely, extremely, extremely tall, and it's hard for him to find like sweaters and stuff that are long enough. And so the goal is to make him a sweater that is like long enough. And I'm very excited. I think I'm gonna do a Hexi cardi. I will actually have to buy new yarn for it. Shocking, even though I have so much yarn, but I don't have enough yarn. I want it to all be the same color. I have an idea of how I want it to look. And so, wait, you're saying you have a daughter? I bet she's adorable. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I do have a daughter named Tilly. I have a cat daughter. You started another work in progress to add to the 3,627 you have so far. If you're working and lurking. I love that. You guys are cracking me up. She does not have a daughter. Oh my gosh. You're making hats for your mom's donation. I love that. Jerry, one of our regulars, makes crochet projects and sells them and then uses the money to get stray cats spayed and neutered and vaccinated and stuff. Yes, I do have a cat daughter. You read someone else's comment. Yeah, I love it. It's like the comment section is like a game of telephone, you know? Hi, Harper, how are you? Kimberly says, yay, Maya's here too. I feel like so many people are talking about Tilly. I mean, Tilly's a great thing to talk about, so. We're trying to figure out if Tilly is going to end up getting a brother. The farm cat at my parents' house is still at my parents' house, and they've made him super comfortable, and they adore him, and they take amazing care of him, but they're not sure if they want to have a cat like full-time forever. They love taking care of Tilly, and they're such cat people. They didn't know they were cat people, but Tilly has taught a lot of people that they're cat people. So they have Max now, and Max is a sweetie pie. He is like gray and white. He was in the video where we were building the tabletops. He's gray and white, absolutely gorgeous, and his eyes are like bright orange. They're so pretty. And so my parents are keeping him for now, tentatively, and they keep joking with me, Tilly needs a brother, Tilly needs a brother. And so what breed of cat is the maybe brother? Oh, we have no idea. They're both strays. We don't know what either of them are. I mean, I assume like short hair domestic, but I don't know. So we're going to be visiting them next week for the holiday. And I think we're going to start by just like letting Tilly see him through like the glass, because he'll be like outside and she'll be inside. And we'll let them like smell each other's scents on like a blanket or something. Maybe do that for 2 or 3 visits and then see how they seem to be with each other. Yeah, I mean, he's such a good temperament. He met my aunt's dogs, and one of her dogs is like very like yappy and like, you know, like just really energetic, and Danny didn't care. He just like chilled with the dog. So I was like, that's a good sign. Yeah, hopefully they get along. I don't know for sure if we want another cat, but I know we're worried about Tilly being lonely, mainly because we just spoil her to death, and she's just always with someone, like 24 hours a day. We're basically here since we both work from home. Well, Josh works out like a few days a week, but that's another story. But like most of the time we're home. And I don't know, like there are times whenever I'd like to be able to be gone for a longer period of time without like worrying about her being lonely or worrying about her thinking about us and stuff. What are my earrings? I have no clue. I think that they are frog chairs. I was literally so shocked today because I was like, I have no green earrings. Green is my favorite color. I own so much green and so much green clothing, but I was like, I have no green earrings. These are my only green earrings. So anyways, I put these on. I thought they were cute. And I'm making a pink and green Hexi cardi for Wicked this weekend. And I'm doing a tutorial, a light tutorial. It's basically like teaching you guys the basics of Hexi cardi making. That way you can make it the way that you want to make it. And I talk about the different ways that I've made different Hexi cardis and stuff. So yeah. Tilly is so cute in the tutorial. Last night I started, you know, the base of this in the tutorial. She's so cute. Exactly. She absolutely deserves to be spoiled. Hi, Georgia. How are you? Can you guys see whenever like the Q&A sticker thing pops up? Because YouTube keeps suggesting that I add a Q&A sticker. So like the Q&A sticker, it just told me that it already went away. It popped up and said like, try a Q&A sticker. Ask, what's the best part of a muffin? What, YouTube? I think I like the muffin like top, honestly. It's the best. Good night, Candy Cane. What is your question? I may or may not answer it. Earrings are froggy chairs from Animal Crossing. There you go. You guys answered my question. I've never known what these are. I got this like giant pack of like crazy earrings like probably 5 years ago. And these were a part of it. So I've never played Animal Crossing. Georgia, I am making a wicked cardigan. It's half pink. It's like a sparkly pink. And the other half is green. I'm so excited. And I'm going to flip-flop the wristbands and the collar, I think. So excited. I'm debating if I'm going to put buttons on it. I don't know. It'd be really, really fun if I did 2 sets of buttons where I could either have the green on top with pink button showing or the pink on top with the green button showing. That'd be really cool. Hoping you can read tonight. I'm sorry you got sick. You're new here. Welcome to the Sunflower family. Is it Amira? Welcome to the Sunflower family. Yeah, May, I just started a new book a couple days ago when I was sick. I feel way better, by the way. It was literally like 24 hours that I just felt ick. Like my like nose was like stopped up and I was just like all congested. And then I was like, fine. I was like, no. Anyways, I just started the Spell Shop. I'm liking it so far. It's like, when I'm reading it, it's good and it's cozy, but it's like, I'm not like dying to get back and find out what happens next. I think I'm just not far enough into it. It's my first like cozy fantasy. You're way behind in the chat because you answered my question I said minutes ago. I had to scroll all the way back up to see it. Let me see. I'm caught up in the chat. I wonder if it's delayed. Like, I wonder if what you guys are seeing is delayed. Do you know what I mean? You've seen that book, but never picked it up at the store. So, May, it's so funny. It's a book that I literally bought based on the cover and the edges. It has purple sprayed edges. Josh, how many times did I almost buy the Spell Shop, the purple book, before I actually bought it?
Oh, so many.
So many. And literally, we were at Parnassus whenever we went to, it's this bookstore in Nashville that lets you bring your pets. And we brought Tilly. And Josh is like, you've picked up the book so many times at so many stores, like you need to just get it. So anyways, I finally started the Spell Shop and it's cute. I'm not like completely enthralled yet. Like, I don't know. I mean, I just finished Crescent City, which was like so much action and so much world building. So I don't know. You're gonna leave. Bye. Bye. I taught you how to crochet. Aww. For ADHD, want to know what is the easiest thing to crochet? Anyone who like, do you like to jump around projects or do you want to like finish one project? I think it's still going to be different for everyone. You went to Parnassus a week ago? I love Parnassus. It's so cute. I'm trying to think what the easiest thing for you to crochet might be. I mean, if you want to do clothes, I really, really recommend doing a Hexi cardi, but all doing one color rather than switching colors over and over and over and over again. You're sad that Hollyana never notices you. That's the first thing I've seen you say. You love my videos. Thank you, Amy. But yeah, I really, really love the Hexi cardis and doing like all one color because you're not switching colors nonstop. So you can just kind of make something big and then it turns into clothes. It's very cool. What's the biggest blanket I've crocheted? Probably the temperature blanket. I mean, yeah, definitely the temperature blanket. I've made a bunch of throw blankets, but the temperature blanket's my only one that's like an actual, like queen size blanket. Hello, unicorn. You're gonna finish one before you do another. You want to finish one project before you do another. Yeah, I'm really bad at that. I jump from project to project to project. I have projects from like 3 years ago that I literally haven't finished. You just finished The Mockingjay. Oh my gosh. I read that like 15 years ago, and yeah, it also wrecked me. You're so behind, you're probably gonna read this later on. To everybody else, am I like caught up in the chat or not? Because I kind of think I'm just being trolled right now. Because I wasn't able to turn on like the subscriber chat only, so I'm like, we're definitely gonna have some random trolling in here. Yeah, I'm caught up to you. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Is the temperature blanket a lost cause, or have you finished it? I would say neither. I would say it's not a lost cause, but I also haven't finished it. Yeah, I'm just being trolled. I muted them. Only for a little bit, not forever. Not forever. We, like, my favorite thing is like we've had so many like trolls in the past like come in and like start trolling, and then after a while they'll be like, I came here to troll, but I think I just want to hang out now. And I'm like, yeah, you can hang out. Oh my gosh. Same thing for Josh. He's on like maybe the 4th one of the Dungeon Crawler Carl. A lot of my friends are reading it right now and they love it. Does anyone have YouTube tutorials on crocheting? I do. That's a lot of my page. I've got a whole playlist for tutorials. I need to remember to make the shorts. So for Monday's video, it's a tutorial for how to make this cardigan. And yeah, May was there for all the trolls on how to make this cardigan. But I don't teach you all the basics of crochet. And so what I say in the video is that basically I will have shorts linked in the description teaching you how to do each individual thing, and then you can watch the video, you know, to actually make the sweater. I know, I feel like Dungeon Crawler Carl like came out of nowhere in the past couple months, and it's crazy because there's already like 15 books or something. You're gonna do a shorts tutorial on making gloves. That's so cool. You're working on a Santa hat. That's exciting. Hunger Games prequel. Which Hunger Games prequel is that? I really didn't like the Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds, but I really loved Sunrise on the Reaping. I cried so much on Sunrise on the Reaping. Okay, yeah, I remember that character now. Tilly is sleeping with her back to us right now. She's just chilling. She's just chilling. I have so many more rows to do on this. Do you know a beginner-friendly way to make granny square and granny square sweaters? Honestly, like what I'm doing right now is the easiest sweater ever. It's not gonna look exactly like granny squares, but you can switch colors every row if you want, and then it'll still give it that like granny stitch look. And all you're doing is making a 6-sided granny square, right? So you just do a granny square, but instead of just 4, you do 6. So see how there's 6 there? And you just build it out as big as you want it, and then you fold it in half like this. And then this is gonna be half the sweater. So that's half the body. This is half of the arm. And then once this one, I mean, I've got a long way to go, but once I'm caught up, see, I'll make this by folding it in half and putting it on here. And then you sew them up the top, you sew them up the back, and you make a sweater. So it's literally so easy. This is Big Twist Twinkle. So I don't know if they have this at Michael's yet, or if it's just out of stock, because it's a Joann's yarn. R.I.P. Oh, look at how cute this is. I need to do the trend and turn side to side, go like Elphaba, Glinda, Elphaba, Glinda, once I'm wearing, once I'm wearing the yarn. Oh, it's so cute. It's cute. Let's see, your market is in about a month. Cool. What are you making for your market? I know, they made a new song. I saw it. It's so cute. One of my best friends was at the premiere and I was like, oh my god, it looks so amazing. I have read Harry Potter. I read them as they were coming out when I was a kid. I've never done a market. I will say, like, for markets, what I've seen, I haven't, like I said, I haven't done a market. What I've seen for markets is like plushies do really, really, really well at markets. Also just like price your stuff, like make sure you like charge enough for your projects. Like a lot of crocheters say that standard for the industry is $20 an hour. Sorry guys, hold on a second. So make sure you're, charging for your stuff, and also make sure you have like smaller items that are like super affordable. Like I went to the Nashville farmers market and there was a crochet artist and she had a lot of tops and she had like jean like jackets that would have like the back replaced by crochet and things like that. And they were all like very like high prices, but like, if she's charging like for her time, like make sure you guys are charging for your time. So, a top would be anywhere from like $40 to like $300 depending on like how intricate it was. But I love that she had earrings. She had a bunch of different earrings that were all like, I think $22 a piece or like $20 a piece. So I bought a pair of earrings from her. And so that was like something at her, shop that was still like very affordable. So for booths, I think just having like a good mix of things like price wise. But I talked to one person at a Renaissance fair who did a crochet booth, and she was worried she was gonna like sell out of everything. And she, was charging, I feel like pretty fairly for her plushies, like charging for her time. And she just made super cute plushies and was just selling them like crazy. Oh yeah, if it's handmade, you don't know how long it took to make. Absolutely. I mean, when I sell my stuff, I will charge $20 an hour. Because another thing about it is if you're lowering your prices to try to meet like Target or a Walmart or any of these like fast fashion brands that sell crochet stuff, like you can never keep up with like the fast fashion prices. And it's like, it's not ethically made either. Like you can't do crochet by machine. It can only be done by hand. So anytime you see a crochet thing in a store, that's done by hand. So if they're selling it for like $15, that like wasn't, ethically made. And it's something that, people just expect it to be a competitive price, but a lot of us will have more than $15 in like the yarn. And, so if I'm charging like basically nothing for my projects, it's going to lower the expectation of the price for like all crochet artists, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. What kind of plushies to make? I feel like a lot of it depends on like what kind of a fair you're doing. So like I notice the plushies really change depending on like the vibe of the art market. So for example, if it's just like a general like craft fair, I know like a really, really popular one are like the positive potatoes or positive pickles or whatever they're called, where they'll be like a little plushie like holding a note that says something positive on it. Car swinging ones are really popular, where it's like a tiny plushie that like hangs in your car. I go to a lot of Renaissance fairs, and so the things that people sell at Renaissance fairs are more like Renaissance fair themed. So it'll be like dragons and snakes and, you know, like mythical animals, you know. Currently using this live's ADHD body doubling. Yeah, you guys can always use our lives or videos for body doubling. I totally get that. That's honestly what I'm doing, because like I know that Josh and I in 2 hours are gonna decorate our Christmas tree. We're gonna order pizza, we're gonna turn on some Christmas movies, and we are gonna decorate our tree, and I'm so excited. But I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this caught up to this so I can keep filming the tutorial. And I was like, I just kept getting distracted. And I was like, if I sit down and I go live, I'll actually work on it. I haven't tried that brand of yarn. I've never heard of it. You're gonna do a flea market? Oh my gosh, you know what you should make for flea markets? Oh my gosh, you should make tote bags. I feel like you could make crochet tote bags. You could even use all your scrap yarn to make like crochet totes. That would be really cool. Absolutely what Marie said to like go seasonal. So like right now, tree ornaments are gonna be huge. Yeah, snowmen, scarves, hats, like you said, plushies. Yeah, Marie also said tree ornaments. Absolutely. I'll probably do that too once I eventually do drops, like try to keep it seasonal. The thing I can't figure out about drops is like I mainly like making clothing. I don't really like doing plushies personally. And so it's like I'm trying to figure out how I would write out the sizing for stuff. I feel like I would probably just put the measurements. I'd be like, you know, I could give the example. This fits my friend Kayla, who wears a size small, or this fits me. I wear a size extra large, you know, things like that. And then I could say, you know, but the arm is this many inches, the waist is this many inches, etc., etc. You've been crocheting about 3 years now. You love it so much, and you love my cat. Oh, that makes me happy. I also love my cat, and I have been crocheting for 25-ish years. 25-ish years. I'm using my spinning guy. I love it so much. It's been so long since I've done a project that's all the same color. And so when I'm changing colors every row, I don't use the yarn spinner. But man, I love this. I love this guy so much. Yarn winder rec. I don't know where my yarn winder is to know the brand name. Honestly, like just get an electric one. That's all I can say. I like both of my electric ones. Do not do a hand crank winder. Lots of measurements as well as an example for sizing. Yeah, I feel like I have an array of friends in all sizes. So I feel like I can figure out which friend it fits and if they wear like a small, medium, large, extra large, whatever. And then I could just like write out all of the measurements. The main thing that I think I want to do, and this will be easy for sizing, the main thing I think I want to sell are thrift flips. So doing like how I'll replace like the sleeves with like crochet, or I'll add frill of crochet to the bottom or something like that. And then that would be easy because I can be like, okay, this was originally like from American Eagle and it's a size like extra large, etc., etc. You just ordered an electric? Yeah, I love my electric yarn winder. The newer one I got is my favorite, and just mainly because it uses a USB-C, so I don't have to always find the specific charger for it. My other electric yarn winder, it came with a very specific charger, and if I lose it, then I can't plug it in. But the USB-C is like literally what I'm charging my phone with right now, and so that's really nice. You needed this live too. You were starting to doom scroll. Oh gosh, y'all. I'm so glad I didn't scroll for a week. Did you guys see my video of like I didn't scroll for a week and this is what I learned? It like rewired my brain. I need to do it again. I think I might do like 24 hours a week. Like one day of the week. Do you guys want to do this together? Can we do it together? Can we choose one day a week where we don't scroll? Where we just do no scrolling. Now we can go to specific content creators' pages and search out their content. Just no like doom scrolling, because like I was still watching content when I wasn't doom scrolling. I would like type in like Scott's like YouTube page, really both Scotts, honestly. Sorry, Scott Frenzel and Scott Sava are like two of my best YouTuber friends. When I say Scott, at this point it's both of them. I would still like search out their pages and watch a couple of their new videos and like catch up on things, or doing like oh, I want to watch, you know, like this long form video that's coming out. I just don't want to I love that. Not scrolling on Mondays. We could do that. You're so bad at getting on TikTok. Then it's 2 hours later. I know, especially since like this is my job, I have to open the apps. Like everyone's like, just get a brick. There's like this thing called Brick where you tap it to your phone and then it like locks all the apps that you want it to lock. But I'm like, I literally have to post to like pay my bills. And so then it's like, I wish there was a way I could like lock from scrolling. I could get on and just like post, you know. Yeah, hello from the UK. Hi Tammy, how are you? Tammy, I literally thought about you earlier because I was like, I'm gonna go live earlier. I didn't end up going live earlier. But when I was gonna go live earlier, I was like, oh, UK friends, it'd be easier for them to be on. I'm trying to start drinking out of a straw. I don't know if I'm a fan or not. But I talked to them at the dentist today about how my teeth are like a little bit see-through. And she was saying that that's from like drinking basically anything that isn't water, even if it's like seltzer water. It just like slowly like thins your teeth, like the enamel on your teeth. And she said to drink out of a straw to avoid that. All right, so do we want to all agree that we are not gonna doom scroll on Mondays? On Monday, we will do just other things like with our time. No doom scrolling on Mondays. And we can still watch other content, right? Like we can, like if you want to come and watch our live stream and watch our new video, or if you want to search your favorite content creator's video on purpose and watch it, just no doom scrolling. I like that idea. Okay, and then we can talk about it on Mondays too. Because like I said, I really need like one day a week where I don't scroll. Because I did 7 days and it was so nice. It was so nice. And I'm like, why don't I just not scroll more often? I made you yawn. Wait, are you saying yawn? How does that work? You saying yawn made me yawn. I am doing a tutorial for the sweater. So I'm calling it a tutorial light. Basically, what I'm doing in this video is I'm teaching you like the basics of how to make a Hexi cardi so you can make it however you want. So I'm not going to be like, you have to do this many rows and this much and blah, blah, blah. What I'm doing is I'm teaching you how to make it. So I'm teaching you just in general, like to do the 6-sided granny square and talking about how big I made mine. And then now, so basically I made this one before I started the tutorial, and then I used the beginning of this one to teach like the tutorial. I filmed that last night. And then I'm catching up right now. Once these are the same size, I'll do the next part of the tutorial. So in the next part of the tutorial, we're gonna talk about how you like start to join them. So I fold it in half like this, and then I go down the sleeve. So I'll sew both of them together down the sleeve. And then I'm going to teach you guys how to start doing the measurements to see if it's the right size for you. So this 15 rows is big enough for my arm, but it's not quite big enough to go around me. And I know that because I've made these a bunch. This is my 4th one. So what I'm going to do after I make this one 15 rows as well, I'll sew up both of the tops. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do rows going around just this to make it longer and to make it wider. And I'll show you guys how to keep pinning them back together and trying them on to adjust it for your size to make it fit you. And so once we have it wide enough, what we're going to do is we are then going to like lengthen the arms to make them the right length, because right now the arms are only going to be about to here. So I'll show you how to lengthen the arms. I'll show you how to bring in the arms a little bit, and I'll show you how to put cuffs on it. And then I'm going to show you how to lengthen it. I may not need to lengthen it anymore. I think it's going to kind of be a crop sweater because I don't have a crop sweater yet. So yeah, I'm going to show you the basics of it, and I'll talk about like how you can change it to make it exactly what you want. I'm using a 6.5 millimeter, and I talk about that in the tutorial also, because you're supposed to use a 5.5 with this one, but I like my sweaters to A, go by a little bit faster, and B, have a little bit bigger holes in them. And so you could size up even more if you wanted it to go even faster, or if you want smaller holes, you could size down. It's your birthday on Monday. Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday. Y'all, I'm excited that we're not going to scroll together on Monday. You are British. I'm not. Maybe like a few hundred years ago. No scroll Monday. I love that. I love no scroll Monday. It'll be good too because we can just kind of like, I don't know, do a little reset of our minds leading into the week and start the week slow. May, are you laughing at the British thing? I actually don't know. I just don't, I know for sure I have some Scottish ancestry. I don't know if I have British ancestry. I don't know. Thank you for sharing your beautiful spirit with everyone. Aww, that's so cute. Thank you. You are very sweet. You started your granny square bag. Yay! I love that. I'm so excited to get back to my scrap yarn blanket. I'm probably not gonna really get back to it until like after the holidays, since I have so much I'm trying to make before the holidays. But yeah. It took me a long time, Martin. Okay, I'm back. Am I back for you guys? You just finished a scrap yarn blanket. That's awesome. For your cat. I love that. Okay, I'm back. Okay, cool. What were we just talking about? I feel like I was in the middle of saying something and then I just forgot. What am I sewing? I'm actually crocheting. And I am crocheting a sweater. So this is one half of the sweater and this is the other half of the sweater over here. So it's gonna be pink and green for Wicked. So here's like half of the body and half of the arm. And then I'm doing the other side right now. Okay, cool, I'm glad I'm back. Oh, I think I was just talking about accents and I was asking you guys if I have an accent to you. I grew up with an accent, but I feel like it went away whenever I moved for some reason. And if I have an accent to you, what does my accent sound like? Because I think it's really interesting, depending on where somebody else is from, they'll think your accent sounds like something else. Do you make corner to corner blanket for babies, just small hook, no large gaps? I feel like that's probably still risky because even with a smaller hook, you're still gonna have gaps with the corner to corner blanket. If you make it for like a 1-year-old baby, like one of my friends who just had a baby, I'm literally gonna wait until her baby is like a year old and then make her a blanket. Because, hi Tilly, are you coming up? Oh, he's a girl, come on. Because I feel like, you know, that's not as risky. I feel like a tight half double crochet is the biggest I've gone for baby blankets personally. So no accent for you. Okay. Yeah. I don't really think I have that much of an accent. But who knows? I'm sure there's random words. Nashville's pretty metropolitan though. You love my channel? Thank you. Hey, sweetie pie. Oh, here's a snuggle baby. Here's a snuggle. Do you want a brother? If we adopt Max, I'm so worried Tilly is gonna be so jealous because he is even snugglier than she is. And I'm worried he's gonna like try to take up all the lap time. Tilly, you're gonna fall. You are literally gonna fall if I let go of you. Can you like get up in my lap more? There you go. You have a question. What is your question? Can't guarantee that I will answer it, but you can ask it. You are laying with your kitten, about to crochet. I love that. You don't hear an accent. You also live in Nashville. Yeah. Only hear random words like y'all. Yeah, y'all is just one of my favorite words because it's so gender neutral, and I just feel like it's very welcoming. And we have the saying in Nashville, y'all means all, and I just love that. Oh, hello, baby. Hello, baby. Little tiny lady. You're a stinker and you are so stinking cute. You're a cutie and you've got tiny feet. Yes, you do. Boop. Look at these biscuits. All the biscuits. Your name is Charlotte and you love to watch my channel and you love to crochet. Aw, thanks. Hi, Charlotte. Yearly, better make a cute yearly book project. I know, I don't know what we're gonna do for next year's book project. I kind of want one of the book blankets. I don't know. The other thing I've thought about doing is making a tiny bookshelf next year to like for every book that I read, and then add it on my bookshelf because we're gonna have the bookshelves done, y'all, in like 2 weeks. I'm going to build the bookshelves next week, and then we're gonna install them the week after that. And I'm so excited to have our bookshelves, but then I can do like, maybe I can have a tiny book nook. Oh, here's what we should do for our book project next year. Sorry, if you don't know what I'm talking about with the book project, we're making a bookworm this year. I haven't updated him yet. I was gonna just update him, honestly, in January from the second half of the year. So every time I read a new book, I add like a bauble to this like worm's body, but it's huge. Everyone thought I was gonna make like a tiny bookworm, like itty bitty itty bitty. It's literally, I'm only at 11 books on the bookworm so far, and it's as tall as me. And what if next year, what if we make a, like, you know, like the book, what are they called? It's like a book nook. It's like an insert that goes in between two books, and you make like a little city. What if we make a library that with like a rolling, or like a rolling library ladder and like big tall ceilings, and the bookshelves can start empty, and we could make tiny books to go on the library walls. That'd be so fun. I love that. I made a bunch of tiny books a couple years ago. I made ornaments for all the books that I read that year. Hi, Tilly Willy. Silly Billy Tilly. How do you decide what color for each book? I did it by genre. And so I did fantasy into 3 different genres since I have so much, I read so much fantasy. So I did fantasy with fae is light purple. I did fantasy with dragons is dark purple, and general fantasy is green. Sci-fi was blue, which I think I've only read 1 sci-fi book this year. Dystopian was red. I think I've only read 2 dystopian books this year. Is that all the colors we've used so far? I bought all the colors, but I literally don't think I've read any other books that weren't fantasy, sci-fi, or dystopian. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, nope. Your hat. Oh, guys, the trolls are here. There we go. So we normally have it set to where the chat is subscriber only. I just didn't set it up today, so I apologize for the occasional troll, but we can just block them. Said hi. Hello, Winter Love. How are you? Could make 2 bookworms. They'd be cozy together. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Josh needs a bookworm also. I haven't read Percy Jackson. I know, it's shocking. It was a little bit like, I don't want to say after my time, but kind of. Like, I feel like a lot of people read them when they were like in high school, and I don't think they came out until I was in college.
Yeah, May, that's my bad. So to set up the, I didn't exactly forget. I forgot when I was getting on that I needed to do it ahead of time. So to set up the chat where it's subscriber only, you have to go into like the settings before you go live, and you have to do it from your computer. And my computer was downstairs. Crocheting adjustments to your tops. I love that. Oh, Jessica, thank you for sharing. You read 5 fantasy books this year? I think I've read 5 that weren't fantasy this year. Because I think I read 2 dystopia and 1 sci-fi. That might be it, actually. I might have only read 3 books that weren't fantasy. I have like a few, like self-helpy, self-improvement-y books that I want to read. I read so many of those last year. The Mountain Is You absolutely changed my life. What else was really good last year? I read The High Five Habit, Brene Brown's The Power of Vulnerability. Oh my gosh, so good. That is only available in audiobook form because it's like a speech that she gave. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. All of those were the Throne of Glass books. Oh my gosh, wait, so you're on the 5th one now? Or starting the 6th one, I guess. You're so close to the end. Tilly girl, I gotta cut your nails soon. They're getting so long. Not long like they're not hurting her yet, because you know if you don't trim your cat's nails, they can get so long they can poke into themselves. But they're long enough that she gets caught on stuff. She is obsessed with her backpack, so she gets in her backpack and just asks to like sit in it on the porch. So we just hang out on the porch and she's just in her backpack. And but her poor little paw gets caught sometimes in the mesh on her backpack, so I really need to trim her little nails. You're in the middle of the tandem read. I know, I think I told you this in the past, but if I could go back, I would not do the tandem read. I'm glad I did it because I'd never done a tandem read before, but I would not do the tandem read if I was doing it again, honestly. You're gonna start next year with Kingdom of Ash. That's what I did last year. So I finished, I counted it for this year's read. I finished Tower of Dawn like the first week of January last year. And then I went into Kingdom of Ash. Oh my gosh, this was so funny. You guys will get a kick out of this. So my dentist and my dental hygienist are like women about my age. And we started talking about books. So cleaning my teeth, we're talking about books, and then my dentist is like checking the teeth after looking at the x-ray, talking about books. And I'm sitting here like, I'm having so much fun talking about books, but I'm like so anxious because, you know, I haven't been to the dentist in like 3 or 4 years. And I was like, do I have cavities? Is something wrong? Like, what's going on? And she doesn't mention any of it. She's just checking my teeth. We're talking about, you know, Manon and witches, and we're talking about Akatar. And anyways, and she's like, okay, we can go up to the front now. And I was like, do I have any cavities? And she's like, no, you don't have any cavities. And I was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, the fact that we were just talking about books, and she's like, I'm so sorry, I forgot to tell you that you don't have any cavities. Do you do audiobooks, May, or do you like read the physical books or Kindle? With Kingdom of Ash, it really helped me to do read at the same time as listening. It, like, really kept me on track. I would like listen to the audiobook while reading physically. Oh wait, what am I missing about this when you said Manon? So do you say Manon or Manon? I say Manon, but that's because of the audiobooks. Oh, hi baby girl. Are you playing with my crystal? Do you like my love quartz? Love quartz is one of my favorite. Or rose quartz, not love quartz, sorry. Is there a rose quartz? Is there a love quartz? This is rose quartz. What do you think, Tilly? Are you a happy girl? You're so snuggly. Can I keep crocheting? I'm having to like hold her up right now. Read the physical books or the Kindles. This is my problem, y'all. I'm about to have all my bookshelves for the first time, and I don't own any books physically from that universe. And Throne of Glass is my favorite. I'm gonna really want the trophies. I'm gonna probably have to start thrifting until I find all of the Throne of Glass books. You're not an audiobooks person? Have you tried speeding them up? That's my question. Everybody that I've talked to. So some people just don't like audiobooks, and that's fine. But most of my friends who thought they hated audiobooks, I'm like, have you sped them up? Because I think so many people will like listen to an audiobook at the speed in which it was recorded. And they're like, how does anyone do this? I always listen on like 1.5 to 2, like depending on how fast the narrator goes. Obviously, I speak really fast, and I usually listen to my everything, all my videos on like 2 times speed. But for audiobooks, yeah, I have to do at least 1.5, if not faster. You might need to try that. And it works on all the apps too. So I canceled my Audible recently to try to cancel more of my subscriptions. And if like there's an author's, you know, that I still want to buy, I'll still like buy the audiobook. But I canceled my like monthly subscription to Audible, and I've been using Libby. If you guys don't know about Libby, it's amazing. It's free audiobooks and free like Kindle books through your local library. So you just have to sign in with your library card, and you can get a library card online if you don't have one. And it's amazing. So like the spell shop, I didn't have to wait for at all. And then I want to read Tress of the Emerald Sea. Is that what it's called? I always get Tress of the Emerald Sea. It's the Brandon Sanderson one. I get that name and the house. Is it the house on the Cerulean Sea? There's 2 sea books that people always talk about for some reason at the same time. Anyways, I have that one on hold. So sometimes you have to wait like weeks to be able to read a book. So with really popular books, it's hard. But sometimes there are certain versions of the books that will be available. So like the audiobook for Spell Shop was available, and that's good because I have the physical copy, so I can like read along with the audiobook, which is my favorite way to read. And like one of my friends was gonna start Fourth Wing, and she well, let's see, fear you're gonna end up tuning out the book, having to go back. I feel that. I do that sometimes. Fluff, I don't think I know what that is. Am I just forgetting something? You said it in reference to Manon. Is this a Throne of Glass thing? Goodbye, pal. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay, so one of my friends was starting Fourth Wing, and they didn't have any of the regular Fourth Wing books available for Libby, but they had like the dramatized version available. So like sometimes there will just be other ones available, and it also depends on like what your specific library has available. I think there are ways to like access bigger city libraries. So like, I mean, I'm in Nashville, so it's already a pretty big city library, but oh, they're a K-pop group. Okay, I don't think I'm familiar with them. Yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with them. Sorry, when I said Manon, I'm talking about a witch from a book, from a fantasy book. But yeah, Libby is a great way to get books for free and to support your local library. You just might have to wait to get, you know, the copy of the book. Tilly, you're so cute right now. Okay, can I balance you on my leg? Can I keep crocheting? She's like, ma'am, what are you doing? No, sorry, we were talking about 2 different Manons. 2 different Manons. Should I check out? Is it Cat's Eye? Is that how you say that? Yeah, Mayflower, I would definitely consider doing that. So you don't have to carry the big thick book. The best thing that I ever got for my Kindle was a like stand. It's like this big fluffy circular thing that like sits in your lap, and it has like a tray in it for like snacks or your phone or like whatever, and then it hooks like your Kindle in it. It's literally just like a phone holder, Kindle holder, iPad holder, whatever, but it is so cozy. And so my ultimate reading is having the hi Dilly, is having that in my lap and having the audiobook on. So I'm like reading my Kindle, I have it in front of me, you know, in like the cutesy little stand, and I've listened to the audiobook, and I have the ambiance from that world on my projector. That's my ultimate reading setup. You like the girls in the group, the music is not for you. Totally fair. I'm really bad at like listening to new music. Like I will get obsessed with something and I will listen to it on repeat. Like I've mainly listened to the Wicked soundtrack, specifically Dancing Through Life. Dancing Through Life, I'm Not That Girl, and What Is This Feeling? I have probably listened to like 1,000 times this year. I'm not kidding. Like last year I was in the top, I think 0.01% of people who listened to Black Dog by Taylor Swift. And I didn't feel like I listened to it that much, but I was literally in the top 1% of 1%. I am so scared to see how many times I've listened to Dancing Through Life. And I canceled my Spotify recently. I just use like YouTube Music now, but Spotify Wrapped is gonna come out soon. And I'm like, I would be shocked if anyone alive has listened to Dancing Through Life more than I have this year. So we'll see. Hi, Tilly Willy. What's up, girl? Oh, you're so sleepy. Oh, what a sleepy girl. Her back legs are like, they're like back here. You're so cute. You just spread out. You just all lay down all cutesy. K-pop Demon Hunters is pretty popular. I love the music from K-pop Demon Hunters. Not gonna lie, sorry, this is such an unpopular opinion. I wasn't the biggest fan of the movie. I wasn't the biggest fan of the plot line. If you want to get into all the plot details, we totally can. But I also don't want to give spoilers for people who haven't seen it yet. But I loved the music for K-pop Demon Hunters. I just have some major plot issues. But the music is phenomenal. Yeah, the music is so good. Your brother was in the top 0.5% of people listening to Metallica. Love it. Love it, love it. Love, I just opened and saw your live after missing Mondays. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Does YouTube Music do a recap also, May? I feel like my YouTube Music is literally just going to be Christmas songs because I just canceled my Spotify like maybe a month ago, and I've really only been listening to Christmas songs since then. I need to rewatch Wicked again before this weekend. Probably gonna watch it while I'm working on my sweater. I'm so excited. So excited. 6'7". You have every genre. Amazing. That is so cool, May. They do that on Spotify too. You're making a Wicked Cardi for your best friend. I'm making a Wicked Cardi too. Wait, how are you making yours? I'm doing half pink and half green. I'm so curious how you're doing it. When I was originally going to make one of these, I was going to do every row switching colors, and it was going to be white, pink, white, pink, white, pink, black, green, black, green, black, green, green, one side and on the other side. Same as mine. Yay! Twinning. I love it. Do the kids in y'all's life say 6'7" all the time? I'm not like around that many kids that are like around the age of saying 6'7" a lot. But like I have some friends who are like Gen Z, since I'm a younger millennial, and some of them say it like ironically. Yes, unfortunately. I'm telling you, like I keep seeing all these things that like teachers are doing to like try to get kids to stop saying 6'7", and they're like making them write like a 67-word essay or like all these different things. Tilly, did I wake you up? I'm so sorry. Are you sorry? And I'm like, the only thing you have to do to make the kids stop saying 6'7", in my opinion, is just start saying 6'7", because the minute, if you're like, especially if you're a millennial, the moment that the cringy millennial starts saying 6'7", I feel like 6'7" would just be dead. Friends, we don't exactly do like shout outs in here. We just kind of talk and hang out. So if you just talk and chill and hang out with us, and I answer as many of the comments as I can. All we here at school is 6'7". Yeah, I just think like I have never seen something die as fast as Chugi died. Do you guys remember Chugi? So back whenever, for some reason, millennials and Gen Z were like always at war with each other, which I always thought was so silly. Cheugy was something that Gen Z would call millennials, and millennials just ran with it. Millennials were like, yeah, we're cheugy, and it died in like a week. So I just feel like if all of the adults just started saying 6'7", like people would just say, oh, that's so cringe. Gen X here, it always worked with my kids when I started saying it is. Exactly, whatever was hip at the time. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, if you have a kid and you want them to stop saying 6'7", I just feel like if you start saying 6'7", they're gonna stop. But then again, I'm not around preteens that often, so I could be so wrong. Forgot about cheugy, I know. So crazy. Yeah. I saw such a sad quote the other day. It said, Gen Z cured cringe by killing joy. Isn't that so true and so sad? Like, they cured cringe by killing joy. And I've seen so many videos talking in such depth about this. Yeah. May I feel you there. But just, there's been so many, like, I feel like there's gonna be so many studies on it. I see so many videos, like, doing breakdowns of it all the time now. I feel like there's literally gonna be studies in the future of how Gen Z was kind of the first generation to fully grow up online and to see people bullied and to bully people for feeling joy. And, oh, that's so cringe. It's so cringe. If you're having fun, it's so cringe. Like, I'm sure my whole background is so cringe to so many people, but it's my joy, it's my happiness, my whimsy, you know. And I saw a video breakdown the other day where there was a girl dancing. It was like a big club, and there was only one Gen Z girl dancing, and nobody else was dancing because they were so worried about being seen as cringe. And then they brought up that quote that said, Gen Z cured cringe by killing joy. And I'm like, that is so sad. I just want to be weird and have fun and have my trinkets and my yarn and my cat and just feel all the joy. I could not care less about being cringe. Tilly's cleaning her toes right now and it sounds so absurd. Bring on the cringe. Yes, 97 baby, technically Gen Z. Yeah, you're that zillennial or whatever. You're right on that cusp. I'm a 93 baby. So I'm like very much millennial, but I'm on the young half of millennials. So I love the millennials separation. I think of it as millennial gray and millennial green. So millennial gray are the older millennials that are closer to like Gen X, and they're like, everything is millennial gray and beige and like the sad beige mom, live, laugh, love signs, anything like Ray Dunn, that's like elder millennial, like millennial gray. I am millennial green, where a lot of like our base color is like green and everything is like trinkets and everything is like maximalist and like complete rejection of like the minimalist millennial gray thing. Have way too many plants, have our fur babies. So yeah, I think it's such an interesting like sub-generation within the generations, and I feel like Gen Z has that as well. I feel like older Gen Zs relate a lot to millennials, and then the younger Gen Z are more in that Gen Alpha. I don't know, it's interesting to think about. You remember when your grandmother started saying cool? Wow. It's words like that that are so wild, because I always forget that there are certain words that used to not be commonplace. Like awesome is one that I didn't realize wasn't widely used until like the 70s, 80s. Awesome used to mean like to be in awe of something. It's awesome. It is like something that creates a sense of wonder and sense of awe and amazement. And now awesome is just like, oh, it's awesome. Like awesome seems like such a almost like generic word rather than to have meant something that creates awe, you know? How did I learn knitting? So right now I'm crocheting, and I learned how to crochet from my grandma when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And awesome was Gen X, that makes sense. And I learned how to knit just last summer from the YouTuber Sheep and Stitch. I loved their tutorials. What is 96? I don't know. I feel like they've shifted it a lot. I think 96 is a millennial. I don't know, because it used to be 95 switched to Gen Z, and then recently I saw somebody say that 97 was where they switched to Gen Z. So like back when they said 95 was Gen Z, that's why I've always considered myself like a very young millennial, because 93 to 95 is like really close. I have no clue. I feel like they're always shifting it. Awesome. Yeah, I think words are cool. Did anybody read the book Friendle? Like, I read it, goodness, probably at least 20 years ago. I'm not sure when it came out, but Friendle was like my favorite book as a kid. I see this comment. I don't think I saw your last comment. Friendle was this book about this kid who decided to start calling a pin Friendle. And it just shows like how, you know, words become a thing. And it shows how people start using the word Friendle. Yeah, Friendle's a great book. It really is. It was so enjoyable. I remember a time before the internet, so I feel like a millennial spiritually. Yeah, isn't it crazy to think that people won't remember a time before the internet in like in current generations? Like, I met somebody last week who was born in 2005. And so I was thinking, that means she was, what, 3 when the iPhone came out? So by the time she's having memories, like, I remember, like, the big brick phones, you know? I don't know, it's wild to think about. Oh, you should totally make a Hexi cardi for yourself. Making yourself clothing is, like, I feel just, like, one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. I love clothes, and not because I care necessarily about like name brands or anything like that. Obviously, like 90% of my wardrobe is thrifted. Everything I'm wearing today is thrifted. And I just, I love making myself clothing and getting to make it exactly in the way that I want to express, you know? I think that it's a very fun and very healthy thing to do for yourself. AOL, dial-up, landline phones. Oh yeah, all of it. Absolutely. We did Hotmail though. For some reason, like, nobody at my school had AOL. It was all Hotmail. No idea why. Oh yeah, twirling the phone cord. Absolutely. Yep. Did anybody here have like a rotary phone? Is that what they're called? Where like, zoom, zoom, zoom. We didn't have one at my house, but we had one at my grandma's house, and we'd always play with it. We'd dial, like, but always make sure just to do like 6 numbers, not all 7s, so I wouldn't actually call anybody. But yeah, we always had a landline. Should you make yourself star garland? Absolutely. I think I'm gonna make some. I have like some old book pages from a project from a long time ago. I think I'm gonna cut out some stars, or maybe snowflakes, and make some snowflake paper garland, because I really, really want garland for my mantle. But oh my gosh, this is so gross. This is so gross. A couple years ago I made salt dough ornaments and I didn't store them properly, and I hadn't sealed them, and I left them on the garland for some reason. I just took down the garland and I thought, oh, like, I'll just box up the garland with all my ornaments on it. I'm sure you know where this is going, because I've had a lot of you tell me that your salt dough ornaments molded. So if you don't completely dehydrate your salt dough ornaments, you have to really, 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 really get them dehydrated. If you don't, they can mold. Well, I didn't decorate for Christmas last year, and so I had just stored it in a cardboard box, and I hadn't sealed them. I hadn't, I guess, gotten all the water out of them. And I had like 100 salt dough ornaments on my garland, my really nice garland. And I shouldn't say really nice, it's not really nice, but it was really nice to me. And so when I was cleaning out my garage recently, I opened up this box, and it was so gross, you guys. The salt dough ornaments were like, they were like 3 times the size they used to be, just completely molded and falling apart. I threw away the whole box. I hate throwing away things, but I could not save that garland. It was disgusting. Skitter Girl says, this has become the chillest live I've ever been in. Almost falling asleep. She's gonna have a calming voice. Aw, thanks. And we just like hanging out here and chilling, and I feel like we have a pretty cozy little corner of the internet, don't we? What's glowing? I don't know what is glowing in the background. I have like multiple cool little lights, but I found this light the other day when I was cleaning out stuff, and I really like it. Oh, I also got, look at my things up there. Aren't they cool? Over there and over there in the top corner. I got lights for up there, and I really like them. I think they're really cool. One of my first crochet when I first saw. Wait. Treble crochet. What are you saying? Yeah, I love my lights. The coolest thing about my lights, hold on, let me show you guys. Let me show you how cool this is. My dad's a genius, but you guys already knew that. Oh, I can kind of show you guys my jeans now too. I thrifted these jeans on Depop, and I'd never like used Depop before. The shipping was so expensive, but these are like probably $80 jeans, and it was still like 20 something dollars, so I don't think that was too terrible. They're a flare. Isn't that so fun? Okay, let me show you something really cool. I've probably shown you this already. Hold on, we're gonna turn off the room light so you can just see the background lights. So this is like how I vibe in here when I'm just hanging out. I just turn the big light off, and I turn something on the TV, and I just chill. And here's the coolest part. So this back wall used to literally just have one outlet down there in that bottom cubby. It said one outlet. Well, my dad was like, you're not going to want to run cords to everything. And he's like, you're not going to want to have all these lights on battery power. Because I knew I wanted to have like, there's like a strip light back there. There's these like can lights back here that slowly change colors. The ones up there, lots of different lights. So my dad, and he is a professional at this, he ran the wires everywhere. He gave me outlets up there, outlets on like both sides up here, and he connected all of it to this light switch. So check this out. Try to show you as much as I can of the room. With the flip of a switch, it all turns off. Isn't that crazy? And then I can turn it on, and now everything turns on. The only thing I have to do every time I turn it on, for some reason my sun lamp, this guy, like flashes. I just have to get the remote and just turn it to a solid color. Oh, I need to take away my fall decorations. We're decorating for Christmas tonight, so it's time to say goodbye to all my 10 million little pumpkins. Also, I keep seeing him at thrift stores, and it makes me so sad. This is Joanne. Okay, friends, I'll turn back on the light now. It's so vibey. Wait, I wonder if I can just turn on like, let me just turn on one light. Can we turn like, can we keep the big lights off? Is that enough? This is like, I feel like way vibier. Don't like ever having the big light on if I can avoid it. Yeah, that's so cool. I think that's enough light, right? Yeah. I feel like you guys, I feel like I'm actually brighter with the big light off, but just my one little light on. Cool. So anyways, that's the, sorry I'm late. That's okay, Brent. Brenna, it's good to see you. You're making 2 Hexi cardis, lost the passion, then hope to pick it up again. Oh, that's totally fine. I get that. Do you have anything, Mercy, that you like would want to wear them to? Because that's how I started up my like excitement again about my fall Hexi cardi. So I was making my fall Hexi cardi in September, I don't know, like a couple months ago. And then I lost all excitement for it. But then I was going to the TED Talk conference last weekend, and I was like, oh, this would be fun for that. And then it like gave me the enjoyment to wear it again. So like, is there somewhere you're going, even if it's next year, you know? Like for me, I'm making this Wicked cardigan because I want to wear it to the Wicked movie this weekend. It doesn't have to be something big or something crazy, even just like going to dinner with friends or, you know, anything. You love my fall Hexi cardigan? Thank you. I love it too. An evening in the fairy forest. I know, literally, this is what I said when decorating this office. I was like, I want it to feel like the magical fairy forest. And we got the bucket lights that slowly change colors, just like the ones in the magical fairy forest. Our countertops are black and sparkly, just like the night sky. We have the colors of the forest with all of our greens and the purple from our lights. I love it so much. I was one of the first people you watched when you started crocheting. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Haven't seen you in a while. That's okay. Bet it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. You want to make a temperature blanket? Good luck. No, I'll never discourage someone from making a temperature blanket. It's a journey. It's a journey. I will just say don't make it way too big. Don't make it too big, and don't try to do too many other projects while you're doing it. You would wear it to Michael's? Is that what you're saying? Oh my gosh, I love wearing things that I've made to a craft store. See, that's so much fun. How long are you going live for? I have no idea. I had no plan going on live. You guys are, like we said earlier, you're just kind of helping me body double. I need to do, let's see what row I'm on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm on 11. Let's do at least like 1 or 2 more rows. I need to go to 15, but I think around like 7 or 8, Josh and I are going to decorate our tree and order pizza and have like a little Christmas night. So, I don't know. Can you go live on Sunday? Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing on Sunday. The goal now that we have the craft room set up and it's just a lot easier for me to go live randomly is to just start going live whenever I have like random projects that I'm working on. I think I'll be home for Monday's live. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going yet to my parents' house, but sometime next week I'm going to my parents' house for the holiday, but also to work on building the shelves, and I'm so excited. We're gonna have live edge walnut trinket shelves. My dad's already been working on this without me. If you guys haven't been here while we talked about that. I'm allergic to walnut, and it can be a risk to work with like walnut sawdust. Anyways, but then the other wood we're working with is a curly maple. So we're gonna work on the curly maple shelves, and I'm so excited. Thought you only did lives on Mondays. I only do scheduled lives on Mondays. So I'd like to be doing like 3 or 4 extra lives every week. But they won't be scheduled. It'll just be random. So make sure you have notifications turned on if you want to come to the lives. Yeah, so they're frog chairs. And you guys told me on this live that they're from Animal Crossing. I know that I seem like I would live and breathe Animal Crossing, but I shockingly have never played. What should I do with my crocheting? I can't find something to do with it. It's like my hands aren't willing for it. What should I do? You don't want to crochet anymore. Then don't crochet. Like, friend, there is nothing in the world that says you have to crochet. Like, if you just want to make something with your hands, try a different craft. Like, try knitting if you still like working with yarn, or try embroidery if you want to do something kind of adjacent. Try, nice lady, I like your spirit. Thanks, friend. Try working with clay. I've been doing a lot more with polymer clay recently and just having so much fun. Like, yeah, loom knitting. You don't have to crochet. I didn't crochet for like 10 years. There is nothing that says just because you started a hobby or because you're good at something that means you have to keep doing it. I don't think I'm gonna get tired of crochet, but like there could be a day when I'm just like, I want to take a break. And I hope that you guys would keep watching our lives and our videos and we would just do something else, you know? I mean, gosh, I couldn't crochet for most of 2023 because of my nerve damage, and you guys still hung around. Yeah, macrame. Macrame is so much fun. I'm doing a video about the sweater next week. It's not exactly a pattern. I'm teaching you guys the basics of how to do it. So I have only filmed the beginning of the tutorial where I teach you how to do this type of hexagon and granny square. And then I'm going to teach you guys when I film tomorrow, once I catch up, once these are both the same size, I'll teach you guys how to sew up the sides and how to decide if you want it to be long, if you want it to be flare or straight, or if you want the sleeves to cup in or go out. So there's, I'm going to be teaching you how to design and make your own sweater, but it won't be an exact pattern. I love crocheting, can't get the hang of knitting though. I tried to learn how to knit 3 times before it stuck, and even still, yeah, even still, I don't feel like I really get the, you know, grip of knitting. Yeah, friends, please don't spam. And you don't have to like ask me, Sophia, you might be new here, I'm not sure, but you don't really have to like ask me to say your name or anything. Just talk, just hang out. You guys don't have to like ask for shout outs or ask me to say your name. Just talk and hang out with us, you know, and I try to answer as many comments as I can. So chances are, if you're just hanging out and being a part of our community, I'm gonna say your name. You're gonna have a shout out. Currently making a hexagon granny square using Passionate Kelsey's pattern. Yeah, people have said that her video is amazing. I haven't seen her video, but I have heard enough people say it's great that I feel like I can safely recommend it. Yeah, I think a lot of people also avoid the hexagon granny square cardigan because they feel like, at least I've heard people say, they all look alike. Like, you know, there's a very just general look for a lot of the hexagon granny square cardigans. And I think mine have looked very drastically different. Like I think my one with the button, my with all the scrap yarn, and then my one with the purple and green, and my what was the other one? Oh, my fall one that I finished this past week. I feel like they all look so drastically different. So that's something I talk about in this video too, like how to get those different looks. You love my rings. I feel like I finally nailed my ring stack, and I love this color of nail polish also. So this one and this one were from my grandma. Her friend used to make them. And then the one in the middle was from the Nashville Renaissance Fair. It's actually kiln fired glass. And then I wish I could remember the name of the shop. This little gold-plated one is from a shop in East Nashville. The shop is located in 5 Points Alli, that little set of shops. And then these two were also my grandma's, made by her friend. So I feel like I finally figured out my stack. I haven't watched Doctor Who in probably 3 years. I was somewhere in the middle of David Tennant's doctorness. Oh, that sounds awesome for your Ren Fair costume. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have so much fun. Customizable style. Exactly. You can do so many different things. I want to do one with a hood at some point too. I've thought about maybe doing a hood on this one because I could flip-flop the hood because I want to have, you know, on this part that's pink, I want to have like a green like cuff at the end of it. So I've thought about doing maybe a hood and flip-flopping the color on the hood. I don't know. I haven't tried the Woobles yet, but it should be the first week of December is the week I'm aiming for to do the Woobles calendar review. Oh my goodness, but next week is Thanksgiving and I'm traveling half the week. Shoot, it may be the week after that. I could bring it with me. Could do it on the road. I really want to review the Woobles before the holidays because I know a lot of people ask me if I think that they should buy the Woobles for holiday presents, and I just genuinely don't know. I have tried to do Vlogmas in the past. A long form every day is really hard. Like I barely get a long form in every week because I do my shorts every day. I would do short form Vlogmas maybe. Would you guys be down for that? I'm doing Thriftmas this year, and where I'm like trying to thrift all of my everything for Christmas basically. Thank you for welcoming me into your live. Aw, you're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out. You would love a short form Vlogmas. Maybe I'll do a short form Vlogmas. I just like, I don't see a world where I can film and edit a long form every day from the 1st to the 25th while also like traveling and doing family stuff. I feel like that'd be really, really hard. But I think I could do a short form Vlogmas for sure. That would be a lot of fun. I tried to do Vlogmas back in probably 2023. It was before I'd really started my long form journey. And I think I maybe did like 5 long form vlogs leading up to Christmas. My favorite one though that kind of like rewired how I think. I don't know if any of you guys remember this because it's been at least 2 years ago. In Christmas of 2023, I did a realistic, not aesthetic decorating for Christmas vlog, and I talked about how I wasn't going to buy any new Christmas decorations, and I was just going to figure out what I was going to get rid of and donate that year, and it kind of like rewired my brain for Christmas, and so that was very, very healthy for me. I bought a new tree that year, and I bought a new tree that year, and that was the last time I bought Christmas decorations. I'll still let myself thrift them, of course, and buy from small businesses, of course. I'm just really trying to buy less new stuff, you know? Unless it's yarn, of course. Yeah, absolutely, Hazel J, for sure. Yeah, short form Vlogmas, we can definitely do that. I'm doing my like Thriftmas videos every Thursday too. Those have been so much fun. I actually filmed, I don't know how much I filmed of it, but I filmed a little bit in a thrift store today. I found so many good finds. Vlogmas live most days. I'm just traveling so much in December. I don't know how much I'll be able to go live, and I won't be like in my house for like, you know, a while in December. So it's hard to go live in other people's houses, you know, especially when there's like, you know, kids and stuff. There's a lot of things out of my control. Work in progress on Wednesday. I've been doing work in progress Wednesdays. Those have been so much fun. I haven't posted one today. Maybe I'll post it whenever we get off of this live. Can you do reaction to shows? What kind of shows do you want me to react to? What are you making? I am making a Wicked Hexi cardi. So here's half. And here's the other half. So it's gonna be pink and green. It looks so good, oh my gosh. And then the sleeve cuffs are gonna be flipped. And I think the what is it called? Like the collar is also gonna be flipped. I am so excited, oh my gosh. Be respectful when filming other people's faces. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna try to have all of my long forms for the rest of the year done before I leave for the holidays, maybe even 1 or 2 for January, just because of how much traveling we're gonna do. And like being a content creator is it's strange because like I love it. I think it's the best job in the world, but you don't really take like a ton of time like off, not like purposefully off, you know. There'll be days where you work less, but you're kind of like on all the time, or like editing all the time, or like thinking of things to film, things like that all the time. And so I'm gonna try to take probably the second half of December, like where I'm just like, I'll still do the live streams and I'll like upload shorts and do shorts and stuff. But so far as like my long form filming and editing goes, I'm gonna try to take that off. And by that I mean I'm gonna have it done ahead of time. So I'll still post videos every week, but I won't necessarily be thinking about it as much. You're gonna go now. Bye. Goodbye, Skater Girl Crochet. It was good to see you. Cute colors. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'll just like love having this in general. And I don't know, I think like Wicked has created such like a sacred special moment for so much of us who I think have like really needed hope in the last few years. And I think it came out at the perfect time last year. And yeah, it's just really special to me. So I'm excited to make this item of clothing that I can, you know, wear and remember this moment, you know, in time. I also loved the musical as a kid. I talk about this in next week's video, but watching the musical was the first time I remember crying at a performance. Like, I was just like moved to tears by a performance for the first time. I was probably like 10 years old. And I remember being like, wow, this is crazy. It's 12:30 there. Oh my gosh, go get some sleep if you need to. You made her react to Stranger Things. I feel like that's a horrible idea. I was such a Stranger Things fan in the beginning, and now I'm just like, ugh, like, why were there 5 years in between seasons? Like, I'm genuinely so confused. Like, the entirety of The Summer I Turned Pretty came out in between last season of Stranger Things and the new season of Stranger Things. I'm still gonna watch it, of course. So cool to make something and then actually use it. That's why I like making clothes. I feel like I genuinely wear the heck out of every single thing that I've made clothing-wise. And I feel like I don't know. Like, I use my blankets, but I don't know. I want to make sure that if I'm going to spend, 30 hours making something, that I actually use it. Aw, thank you, the crochet crowd, for popping in to tell us that you're going. Oh, you want me to react to the first season? I can't believe the first season came out like a decade ago. It's so crazy. I had to just undo a bunch of stitches. It's overhyped. I mean, like, I enjoy it. I just... Okay. I grew up before streaming, right? Like, and I know a lot of y'all did too. I don't know, like, what my age range is for the live streams, but I know, like, and obviously if you're underage, never say, like, your age online. Internet safety. But I don't really know exactly what my age range is on live streams, but I know overarchingly on my channel, it's mainly, like, women my age. It's mainly, like, women, like, 25 to 45. And I'm about to be 33. Anyways, so back in my day when I was growing up, I grew up before streaming, and we used to have so many things that everyone was invested in. There were, like, just all different types of, like, game shows and TV shows, and, like, whether that was a weekly show that came out or, like, something like American Idol that everyone voted on. There were so many things that people got invested in, like, as, like, a community, as a culture, and it was just so much fun to have these things that everyone watched together. And I think something that felt so magical about Stranger Things the first season was because it felt like everyone was watching it. It felt like, oh my gosh, we have this back, we have this community. And then they just started taking, like, years and years and years in between seasons. Same thing with Wednesday. I feel like Wednesday, the first season, was so just captivating, and just everyone loved it and was talking about it together. And then, I'm sorry, you make us wait 4 years in between seasons. I couldn't get into the second season. Yeah, they better not mess with Steve. I second that, Kimberly. But it's something that I think The Summer I Turned Pretty did so beautifully, was bringing back the weekly episode releases. Like, I loved Wednesdays this summer because I knew I could get my new episode of Summer I Turned Pretty, and then I could go on, like, TikTok or, Shorts or wherever, and, like, hear everyone's opinions about the new episode. And I just think we have lost that magic. It's something that I love about our Monday live stream. So if you guys are new here, every single Monday we do something called Monday Crochet, where we crochet together for an hour. It's a cozy live just like this, and then we go straight into my video premiere. So every Monday I release a new long form video. Sometimes they're tutorials, sometimes they're just crafting vlogs, DIYs, thrifting, Renaissance fairs, cat videos, just anything cozy and quirky. And I don't know, I love feeling like we're bringing that back, like a weekly thing that we can be invested in together, We're gonna make tacos for dinner. That sounds so good. I think we're gonna get Domino's for dinner, and I'm really excited. Leslie says, I found my people. That's so cozy. We are so cozy in here, Leslie. Literally, I want people to almost feel like they can just fall asleep in the lives. You learned how to play the Halloween theme on piano. That's awesome. Yeah, I also love tacos. And I love Taco Bell. I eat Taco Bell multiple times a week. It's genuinely my favorite food. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys saw in last week's vlog, but Rachel and I went to this really fancy restaurant. it was so fancy. It was so fancy that like everything, like, I don't know, we ate like an egg out of an egg. You know, like everything was really fancy. Not gonna lie, we just ordered Taco Bell when we got back to the hotel. I won't miss Will. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. But don't mess with Steve. Don't mess with Steve. Steve is top notch. I'm too weird for fancy food. It was just like, it was trying so hard. It was like technically really good. It just like, I don't know. Like, okay, I love beets so much. I know, weird thing to just love. But they made like vegan pastrami where they just flavored the beets like pastrami. And it wasn't a vegan restaurant. Obviously, I think we just ate out of an egg. But it was, so it was, yeah, it tastes supposed to taste like pastrami, but it was beets. And I just feel like if it was just beets or if it was just pastrami, it would have been delicious. Even like the tiramisu, like, and I love tiramisu. It was made with truffles with like mushrooms. So the chocolate dessert tasted like mushrooms. Like everything was just slightly like fancy. I still enjoyed it, but I still needed my Taco Bell later. So if you want to see a little clip of us attempting to eat the super fancy food, that was in my vlog from last week. Just make some tacos with whatever meat you have in the fridge. Okay, if somebody told me to do that, okay, so I don't have taco shells, and the only meat I have is just like turkey, like lunch meat turkey. So I would be making, what kind of bread do I even have? I think the only bread I have are bagels, protein bagels. So my tacos would be lunch meat deli turkey on yeah, on a bagel, and it's like $100 for it. I know, literally, we looked up the prices later because it was a part of an event that we were at, so it was like everything was sort of family style, and like it was included. We didn't have to pay for it since it was like a part of the event. The prices there were like, oh my gosh, wild. You had tacos yesterday. That sounds good. We have a place in Nashville called Taco Mamacita. I haven't been there in a long time, but they have all kinds of fun tacos. I loved it. This is true. Except for I don't have mayo or taco seasoning in my house. I have very limited food in my house at all times. I have got bagels. I have cream cheese. I do have bread. I think it's still good. I do have some wheat bread and cheese and turkey because I do a lot of just turkey sandwiches. Blueberries. I always have blueberries and cottage cheese. I eat so many blueberries and so much cottage cheese. And then I love like breakfast sandwiches that you just heat up in the microwave. Some of them are like English muffins with turkey sausage and egg. And then some of them are like, they're 2 eggs on top and bottom instead of bread, and then turkey sausage and cheese. Those are my absolute favorite. They're so good. I always have those. I think I already said I always have cereal. Usually like 2 or 3 different kinds of cereal. And I really like Voila meals. I don't know if you guys have ever tried Voila meals. I think that's the brand name. But they're like just frozen, ready to go skillet meals. So there might be like something that's Italian or something that's like stir fry, fajita mix. And it's just got your veggies and your chicken and your carb, and it's done. I'm not a good cook. I don't have ranch either. I know. I think I have, it's probably expired by now, but I bought, what is this dressing called? It's some sort of like a light ranch, but it's not actually the brand of ranch. And it was so bad. And I bought multiple things of it by accident. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a salad dressing, but you are a chef, like literally. That's amazing. I am not. I always have beans. I always have like canned beans, canned corn, canned green beans. I'm like a dump it all together kind of chef. Like I make soups, like I'll just put some chicken broth and like can of beans, can of corn, can of chicken. That's yeah. That's how it goes. Oh, I just got a notification that Scott Frenzel just posted a new video. You love my channel. Thank you. That's very sweet. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Diane. How are you? I have no idea how long we're gonna be on the live. I feel like my brain is starting to wilt a little bit, so it might not be too much longer. I commend this like Twitch streamers who can stream for like 8 hours, like, and they're usually like a higher pace too. I feel like we are always really, really chill, and you guys are chill, but it is wild to me when people stream for like 8 hours a day. Okay, how do I make mayo? Let's see if I have anything that I need to make mayo. Of course, I'm going to see Wicked for Good. I don't know yet if I'm gonna go on Friday or Sunday. It probably will depend on when I get my sweater done, because I'm making this sweater to wear. And it's just me and Josh going, so we can, you know, can adjust. It's gonna be so cute. Look at this. I am so excited. It's gonna be adorable. Crocheting with me. Market prepping for your local Christmas market. I want to do a market sometime. I feel like it'd be so fun. I just don't think I want to like necessarily get into doing markets, because like I already have to make so much stuff for videos. I feel like it'd be really, really hard to market prep and yeah, that's why I'm doing it in Journey. So I'm doing pink and green because of Wicked. I wanted a specific sweater to wear to Wicked. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I was trying to market prep and keep up with doing videos every week where I'm crocheting a lot of bigger projects, I feel like I would run out of time. But I feel like maybe next year I could do like one big market or something like that. Maybe I could do like one big holiday market. I don't know how to, like, since I mainly like making clothes, I really don't know how to even make enough stuff for a market. I could probably do thrift flipped stuff. What do I want you to crochet? I want you to crochet whatever your heart desires. What are you wanting to crochet? What kind of thing do you like crocheting in general? Hi Harper, how are you? Egg, oil, mustard, lemon juice. I think I have eggs. I have oil. Surely I have oil. I do have mustard, but I have brown spicy mustard. I don't have lemon juice. Okay, yeah, I have Dijon. Yeah, I have very random things in my kitchen. I always have rice. I always have oatmeal. Yeah. I have a lot of just the staples, I feel like. At least they're staples to me. They're staples to me. Literally started crocheting yesterday, struggling with the magic ring. Oh my gosh, look at you go. You just started crocheting yesterday and you're already doing the magic ring. That's amazing. That's like, I crocheted for like 20 years before I tried that. You don't need to crochet for 20 years before trying the magic ring. I just hadn't. So that's amazing. You're doing great. Yeah, the yarn tension is so hard, especially with the magic ring. You've got this. Can't decide between a Hexi, cardi, or bag. Okay. Is there anywhere that you're going in the next, I don't know, a few weeks where you might really want a cute crochet bag, or you might really want to wear your cute little crochet sweater? That's what I think about. I think like, oh, I'm going to be going to this friend's house. It'd be really fun to like wear a sweater I made, you know, or I'm going book shopping. It'd be really cute to like bring a bag that I made. That's amazing. Kimberly, I love that you're a chef. That's so cool. You're going to Florida? Cool. You're making Christmas tree light garland. Aww. I love that. I think I'm gonna make some paper stars for garland. Oh wait, we never finished talking about that. So my garland that had salt ornaments all over it. They got so moldy and disgusting I had to throw away. And so now I don't have anything for my railing. And so I was thinking about making some sort of garland for my railing this year. I made a macrame garland that was just gorgeous a few years ago for my mantle. I don't know, maybe I'll make some sort of garland for the stairs. How am I doing? I'm good. I'm really good. I went to the dentist today and I had no cavities, so. And I had avoided going to the dentist for a very long time. My teeth feel weird though. I hate how it feels when I scrape on them. It feels very clean, but I don't know. So you don't have to avoid projects when they tell you to use the magic circle. Here, let me teach you something. Teach you a little trick real fast. All right, so just grabbing the other yarn real fast. So when they tell you to use the magic circle, all you're really doing is crocheting into a center ring, right? You're just gonna be going into that middle of the ring. But the nice thing about the circle is that once you crochet all the way around it, you can grab this tail and pull it tight. But if you don't really care about that, what you can do is, do you know how to just do like a normal chain, right? I know you said you started crocheting yesterday. So here's what you can do. Put your loop on your hook and just chain 4. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're just gonna have a chain of 4. This is gonna be the way that you're not gonna do your magic circle, okay? So now I want you to take your hook and go back through that very, very first little loop, and you're gonna yarn over and pull it through, and then pull it all the way through the loop that's on your hook. So if you look like really, really, really close, do you see how it almost looks like a tiny little wreath? And you have like a circle, like a little hole in the middle? You can just crochet into that instead of using a magic ring. Does that make sense? Now you can't ever tighten it. So like you're not gonna be able to like make it super tight like a magic ring would be. But if you're working into the middle of this, you can literally just crochet into it instead of crocheting into a magic ring. I hope that helps. You're reminding me of the 1980s era when our elder women used to knit sweaters. That makes me so happy. Do you want me to crochet something small? You don't have a lot of yarn. I like making tiny little crochet hearts when I don't have a lot of yarn left. What are other small crochet projects you can do? You could do like a tiny pencil case or an AirPod case. You could do, what's a beginner project for knitting or for crochet? For knitting, I really love knitting in the round. I think that really helped me understand knitting. And I think that that's a good place to start, doing like a hat in the round or a scarf. Oh, sorry, you just corrected it to crochet. I don't know. The thing that I always tell people is just pick a project that you want to finish. That is the most important thing about starting crochet. So if you want to start crocheting and are looking for beginner-friendly projects, just starting with something simple that you can finish in like just a few hours, so it's not like super frustrating. You know, you want to have something you can finish. So like don't start with like a big sweater or a big blanket or something like that. Start with like a coaster or a set of coasters or even a hat you could do in like a couple days, you know?
The girl with you.
She is. You guys want to say hi to Josh? Here I say hi, Josh.
Hello.
What do you think, Josh? Are we almost ready to start our Christmas tree night?
It's getting close.
Yeah. I'm, where am I at for my next row?
Well, that's cool. Does it just have glitter in it?
Yeah, isn't it cute?
Looks
It's
really
called
nice.
Twinkle Yarn.
Oh,
And so half of it is gonna be, guys, I'm showing Josh the sweater. Half of it's gonna be green.
nice.
And half of it's going to be pink.
Hi, Tilly.
Yeah, she was sleeping on my lap for a while.
Oh, hello, sweet nugget.
It's so cute. They're all saying hi, Josh.
Hi, everybody.
Look, isn't it so cute? The other day somebody asked me if he still existed. Josh used to be like, I feel like whenever I was doing the lives for my office, you would just like stand in the doorway and we would just talk like this a lot.
Yeah.
You love my craft room? Thank you, crybaby. Thank you, thank you. Josh has the baby, the little lady. Hello. She's like, what's happening?
She's so sleepy.
I know. She was so asleep in my lap. And then she did the thing where she almost fell. And so then she like woke herself up and she moved back over to her little ladder. What are you making? I'm making a Wicked cardigan. So it's going to be half green and half pink. And I'm going to wear it this weekend whenever Josh and I go see Wicked. Josh, are you so excited for Wicked?
I'm so excited. I was driven crazy at the moment that they had it as 2 parts.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also like so glad they did 2 parts now.
I'm just glad they didn't make us wait.
Yeah.
Like they filmed it back to back and we got it back to back years. I know it's like a whole year in between, but like we were just talking about Stranger Things and how insane is it that the entirety of Summer I Turned Pretty came out in between the last season of Stranger Things and this season.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
How many years has it been? Between seasons.
A wild Josh has appeared. That's what the comment was. Does anybody know when the last season of Stranger Things came out? I think it was 2022.
It's been like 2
It's when I did that brand deal for the watch that I gave you. Timex watch. That was 2022.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like they probably all just had so many things that they
Yeah.
want to do. And they're just like, well,
Yeah.
it's on hiatus so they can all do their other projects.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
We wouldn't have gotten Red Guardian probably if they were just doing back to back.
I should make a Wicked headband to go with it. I thought about doing a hat that, oh, I like that idea though, the twist headband. Those are so cute. I thought about doing a hat that's the pink on one side, green on the other, and flip-flopping it from where the sweater is.
Oh, that's cool.
So-
I like that idea.
I'm thinking maybe like 10 more minutes, then maybe we'll order pizza and start the tree.
Sure.
Does that sound good?
Take your time.
I just want to finish this row. And I'm starting to get hungry,
I still
so.
have plenty of work I can do.
All right, cool. You're gonna crochet a lap blanket. Wait, what is a lap blanket? Is that like a throw blanket? Should do a video quizzing Josh of crochet things. Didn't Passionate Kelsey do that recently with her boyfriend? I do need to teach Josh how to crochet. He sews, he has a sewing machine, and he knits. One more row, the famous last words. I know. It's just that I'm getting hungry, y'all. Like, if I wasn't, like, getting hungry, I would be, like, good just to keep going. But I'm like, I know we're gonna need to, like, order the pizza, then go pick up the pizza. And, yeah. So. You've been crocheting your Christmas gifts. Yay! Lots of coasters. Absolutely. We love coasters. What do I crochet? I have an entire playlist on my page that is just what to crochet. There are videos for like almost every season and different holidays and different vibes. Yeah. How are you knitting without even seeing that? So I'm crocheting. If you see somebody with 1 hook, it's crochet, and 2 sticks is knitting. And here's the trick to doing it without looking. So I'm doing what's called a granny stitch, which is where you're doing 3 double crochets into 1 hole. So all I have to do is feel the big hole, and then I can do 3. 1, hi Tilly, 2, and 3. And sometimes I'll look down just to make sure I did 3, because sometimes I get ahead of myself and I do 4. Hello, baby. Hello. She's like, no. Happy to finally catch one of your lives. I'm glad too, Jessica. You love my wall of yarn. Thank you. This was a new development this year, and it's the best thing I've ever done. Oh, do you need my, here you go, Tilly. She likes laying on my work in progress, so she's laying on the green half now of the yarn, of the sweater. So, anyways, I get hand pain very easily. I know, I'm so sorry. I have been dealing still with nerve damage. I really got really bad nerve damage in 2022. I couldn't crochet at all in 23. And so I still have to take a lot of breaks. I know it seems subtle, but like I've been crocheting for a couple hours right now, but I take a lot of breaks. I'll sit here and talk with my hands, and just like, I used to just go straight through. It was crazy, but now I have to take a lot of breaks. Tilly is so cute right now. She's literally just like on my work in progress. Okay. Hi, Tilly. She's looking at like, what are you doing? Because this, you guys are on a tripod that's attached to the ceiling. Oh, what a cute baby. What a cute baby you are. Can you guys see her? I think you can. How did you know you need to take the pain seriously? When it stopped being a little something. So it started as numbness, and that was the first time it freaked me out, because I'll have like, I'm sore right now, like I can feel like tension, you know, because I've been going for a while, and I crocheted for a few hours yesterday as well, but and a few hours the day before as well. It was Christmas of 22. I had done the temperature blanket. I had done my 18-pound Christmas sweater, where I was crocheting for 9 hours in one day with that giant yarn. And I was doing all my Christmas gifts. And so I was editing all the time and just continuously using my hands. And it was the first time I went numb that I started to freak out. I was like, oh, numb can't be good. And then I started using a brace that I think was the wrong brace for me, and I think I made it worse, because then the way my doctor explained it, because I started going to physical therapy in January of 23, the way my doctor explained it was, I have nerve damage here and here, so it's not really operable the way that like a carpal tunnel is, and these nerves go down through here and into my thumb, and the main places of the pain were like, I would get a numbness here, and right here it felt like I had like glass in my skin. It hurt so bad. That was the worst part, was feeling like I had glass in my arm. And then my thumb would just hurt. So my thumb still hurts sometimes, but now anytime I get the numbness or like the pain here, I just stop. I'll stop for like a day or two. I also try to do these big projects when I know I'm gonna have like a break afterwards. So like last week I did the fall cardigan, and then I didn't bring stuff with me to work on any crochet projects while I went to the TED Talk conference for like 4 days. So I took like 4 or 5 days off, and now I'm back to doing my cardigan, and I feel fine. How old do you think Tilly is? We think that she's 3. We think she was about a year old when she came to us. We've had her for 2 years. 2 years, baby. I'm gonna pull you towards me. I'm gonna pull you towards me. Whee! With a baby, a little lady. She's so sweet. She's such a sweetie. Yeah, we think she's about 3. I'm the reason you started crocheting. Oh my gosh. What are your earrings? So they're frog chairs, and I've never known. Oh, she's resting her little head on my fingers. It's so cute. I've never known what they are, but y'all told me in the chat earlier that they're frog chairs from Animal Crossing. I know, she's such a pretty baby. She's such a pretty baby. Hi. She's like, Mom, you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. Honestly, yeah, it's scary. And like, I had just really gone like really full time doing content creation, and crochet was like my main niche. And so I was like really scared, because it was also my job to do. I mean, luckily, like I have like a million things that I love making videos about, but like crochet was my core, you know, of things I like making videos about. I should make Tilly a Christmas sweater. Maybe. I haven't gotten her a sweater or made her a sweater that she actually liked yet. She really likes my super fuzzy moss yarn though. So maybe I could make her like a green fuzzy sweater out of that. But I haven't made her a sweater she likes yet. My aunt, I made my aunt's dog a sweater last year. I did a vlog of it. And it was whenever I was vlogging farm sitting. And she sent me a picture the other day of the dog wearing the sweater. Made me so happy. I'll probably be vlogging house sitting again in January, because I'm watching my aunt's house for like a week. And I love her house so much, and all of her animals and horses and everything. So I'll probably do like a little winter farm sitting vlog kind of a thing. Make your reindeer antler hat. Oh my gosh. You know who I need to make a reindeer antler hat for is Max, since Max is the name from the Grinch's dog, and that's the cat that my parents are currently I don't know if they have a cat now or if they're just fostering or what's going on, but my parents have this cat Max, and they named him Max because of the Grinch and the Grinch's dog Max. And he needs a reindeer antler hat. That'd be so funny. You should continue the Weird Crochet Tool series. I'm just out of tools. I want to. I look all the time, but there's been like one, maybe two more that I could review. I don't want to just do it to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to feel like I'm always trying to like sell you guys something. But like, there are certain things, I'm obviously super, super honest always, but there's certain things like my yarn spinner that like I literally always use, you know? I haven't been able to use it in a while because I really only use it whenever I'm doing a bunch of the same color, but I love it so much. You should make some weird crochet tools in your dad's workshop. That's something that Josh said recently. He's like, 'cause I told him that you guys were asking for more of those videos, and I was like, I hate that I don't have anything else to, you know, to review. And he's like, well, why don't you just make it? And I was like, ooh, I should just make them. What's the most unique thing you've thrifted? Ever, I'm not sure. I'd have to really think about it for like ever. What would ever be? Oh my gosh, I know there's something I'm forgetting about. I got Josh a full leather messenger bag for $20, and they're normally like $200. So nice. What is the coolest thing I've ever thrifted? Why am I blanking, you guys? Recently for my Thriftmas series, I found one of my friends loves pink and she loves flowers. And I found a flower vase that is shaped like a high heel shoe and it's pink and it's so cute. So I love that for my friend for Christmas. Yeah, I don't know. I have to really think about it. I might do for my Thriftmas Thursday video tomorrow. I'm gonna do, I did film some of thrifting today, so I'll post that tomorrow. But I might go through everything because I'm washing all the clothes and I'm like washing all of the like glassware. And I might go through and talk to you guys about like my vision for each of the things, because some of the things are just as they are, like a sweater, a shirt, a teacup, whatever. But some of the things I'm like adding to it. So I might do a video tomorrow walking you through like what I thrifted and how I'm planning on gifting it. Are you going to crochet? I've been crocheting for over 2 hours. You should make Josh a Hexi cardi. I think I'm going to for Valentine's Day. I don't think I'll have time before Christmas because I have another very tall person in my life. And so if you guys don't know, Josh is 6'4". So no, it's okay. I'm just teasing you. I thought you were teasing me about, are you ever gonna crochet, when I was just crocheting for 2 hours? It's right here, I promise. But right now, my hand is doing something more important than crocheting and is holding Tilly's head up. So we're not going to interrupt the baby. Anyways, Josh is 6'4", and so I made him on the knitting machine his first ever oversized sweater. But it's like, it's too hot. It's too hot. It is always hot in Nashville. Y'all, it was 81 degrees today. Like, I just want it to be fall or winter or something. I want it to be cold. And so he hardly ever gets to wear a sweater. But I think if I made him a big Hexi cardi, he would love it. But the other tall person in my life is 6'7" and wears a tall large. And that's hard because like a lot of like tall sizes like are usually bigger, like XXX or XXX. Because like guys like Josh are like very tall and very wide, but the other person in my family is like more narrow and tall. And I really want to make him a sweater that would be like long enough for him, you know, like, because everything is always a little short on his arms, a little short on his waist. So I feel like that'd be a really good thing to make for Christmas. And I think he'd be up for being in a video with me. He likes the video stuff, so we'll see. Maybe Tilly. Hey dog, tell me you're crocheting too long. Exactly. Tilly, are you my crochet cat? Can you tell when I need to give my hand a break? Can you tell? Thank you. Y'all, I swear this cat food works. I am allergic to cats, and I have been able to have her for 2 years, and I can put my face right into her fur and smell, and I have no reaction. we have her on this food that allegedly makes cats hypoallergenic to people, and it's amazing how well it works. It's like, it's crazy. So if you have cat allergies and you want to get a cat, and this is not an ad. I should reach out to them because, like, genuinely, I've been using them for 2 years. I would talk about them all day and night. It's Purina Live Clear, and it makes them hypoallergenic. What's my favorite thing to crochet? Clothes. I love making clothes. Y'all, I'm so excited. So we're working on redoing my office guest room. And by redoing, I just mean like reorganizing. Right now it's just it's the new storage room, the way that the craft room used to be the storage room. I'm gonna get a big cozy reading and crochet chair because, like, I don't really have a cozy place to crochet. Like, I can sit here, but then I'm just sitting in an office chair still. I want a big cozy crocheting chair, and I want to have like a clothing rack on the wall where I can hang all the clothes that I've made, and like have it be just like a place where I can like see the clothes that I've made. So I think we're gonna do some videos in there too of like I could do like get ready with me's, or like how I'm styling like what I made and how I'm styling it, or like what I thrifted and how I'm styling it, things like that. It's gonna be so fun. What's your favorite thing you crocheted? I mean, the temperature blanket's always gonna have a special place in my heart, but I also am always obsessed with whatever my newest project is. And so right now my newest project is my dream fall Hexi cardi. Oh, it's gorgeous and it's so cozy. I love my dream Hexi cardi. This thing sounds nice and cozy. Yeah, I'm really excited. So we have like a Murphy bed in my office, and so it was just like a Murphy bed, a small couch, and a desk with my computer. And I got rid of the couch. One of my friends needed some furniture for her house, and I was getting rid of the couch, so she took it. She's also going to take the desk. And I think instead of having like a desk with a computer, what I'm going to do is, this is going to sound so silly, I'm going to just get like a cheap TV and put it on the wall and connect the TV monitor, like the TV, to my computer to be my computer monitor. That way I can still use my computer, but it'll be also doubling as a TV. So I'm gonna turn the room into just like a cozy like reading room / I don't know, get ready with me room. And then it'll be a good guest room too, because it'll have a big cozy reading chair, and it'll have it'll have a TV, and I think I'm gonna put more bookshelves in there too, so it'll have books. Yeah. I fall in love with the new stuff I crochet. Oh, me too, always. It just rained in Arizona where you are. That's awesome. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here tonight. I hope it cools it off. I can't believe it was still 80 degrees today, towards the end of November. Are we snuggle babies? Are we snuggle babies? Oh wow, the snuggle babies! You guys see this? I can't believe she just walked in off the street. No, she was hiding in a freezing rainstorm. She was freezing. I don't know if you guys know the story, but Josh left our garage door open. And it had been like about 12 hours, and it was February, and it was freezing, like sleeting, cold rain. And he goes out to close the garage door because he remembers it was open. And her little head pops up, just boop. She had been hiding in the garage. And I teased him that night. I said, I'm not going to be mad at you for leaving the garage door open if you get us a cat. And so I immediately started going through the pantry being like, what do we have that I could feed this cat? And Josh walked up and down the street looking for her and found her just wandering around in the freezing rain. And he like pet her, and she followed him back home. And this is such a weird coincidence. So we do a lot of like grocery like orders, like delivery groceries, and they had given us Vienna sausages that we did not order. And so I'm like Googling like can cats eat Vienna sausage? And apparently yes, cats can eat Vienna sausage. And so I put out some Vienna sausage and some blankets for her. We actually put out our we used to have a heated blanket, but we put it out on the porch for her, and she slept in the heated blanket and ate the Vienna sausages, and then she just kept coming back every day, and the rest is history. You love your videos? Aw, thanks. You're going skating? That's so cool. I need to go skating. I miss skating. Georgia, it's pretty warm. It was freezing in Georgia last week. I was in Atlanta about a week ago, and oh my gosh, were you there on the day that it was freezing? There was a day when it was like 30 degrees. It was crazy. Love we're all commenting what state we live in and what temperature it is. Ooh, sorry, I just had an email pop up. My stickers are on the way. I ordered us stickers. I'm still figuring out like how I'm going to distribute them or what I'm gonna do. I don't even remember how many I ordered. On a whim, I designed Monday Crochet Club stickers. And I was like, I'm just gonna print some stickers and to see if anybody wants them. It'd be so fun. I always thought like, I don't know like if I'll be able to send them out. I used to try to like send out stickers, but another thing I like doing is like having them with me because I see you guys in public a lot and I always give you guys tiny ducks, but it'd be really fun to be able to give you guys stickers if I see you in real life. It'd be really, really fun. But yeah, I don't know how the sticker thing will work, but it'd be really fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can do like print on demand if I like run out. I have no clue, but I had to print them just to see what they look like. And I hopefully you'll figure out a way to send them to you guys. Oh, sorry, 30 degrees Fahrenheit is freezing, which is 30 degrees Fahrenheit is about -1 degree Celsius. I think I'm really bad at my Celsius conversion, but I think that should be an easy one to do because 32 degrees Fahrenheit is 0 degrees Celsius. So I think -1. Isn't it like every 2 to 3 degrees is like 1 degree? Yeah. Yeah, because 30 degrees 30 degrees Celsius is like 80 degrees, right? Or is it even warmer? Hi, baby. Are we snuggled? Are we snuggled up? You gonna help me and Dad decorate the tree? She was so cute last year. I don't know if you guys saw my Catmas vlog last year. I did like Tilly's first Catmas, and we did all these different activities together for her first Christmas. We made paw print ornaments. Oh, I can hang them up. And we did like the viral like pet wrapping paper photo shoot. She painted her own Christmas presents to give to me and my parents and Josh. And she was so cute whenever we were decorating the Christmas tree, just like watching all the lights. You like the pretty lights. Haven't been able to crochet this week because you're sick. I'm so sorry. Are you gonna do another cat Christmas video? I don't know. What kind of cat Christmas video should we do? -1.1. Hey, I was really close. I was really close. Wait, when you said no Emma, why did I just hear Tyler doing the no Emma from H2O? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Is she a menace when the tree is up? So not in the past years. So last year we didn't do a tree at our house, but when we adopted her in March, my Christmas tree was still up. In 2024, my 2023 Christmas tree was still up because I just love Christmas decorations and I never want to take it down. So I took down our Christmas decorations on the spring equinox, which is, what is that, April 22nd or something like that? Or is it March 22nd? I think it's March, maybe it's March 22nd. I literally took down our Christmas tree because it was where we were gonna put her cat tower. So you're the only reason I took down the tree 2 years ago. So she always left it alone. So when she moved in with us, we had the tree up and she left it alone. And yes, you're back and I'm still alive. I don't know, we're just chilling. And last year we had a live tree at my parents' house and she left it alone. So we'll see if she's a menace or not. To make Tilly into an ornament, we made paw print ornaments last year. Hi baby, your little claws are getting caught. We gotta get you trimmed. We gotta do some trimming tonight. Trim the tree and we'll trim Tilly's nails. Oh, what a baby. Squishmallow in the background, so cute, thanks. What did we say that one's name was? You guys looked it up for me. Because I was just calling him, I called him Pumpkin Spice Guy. Tilly, you want your own ornament? She's like, I already have my own ornaments. I need to put out my my winter squishmallows. I'm gonna take down my Halloween decorations tonight, and that's not only Halloween, just fall. Take down my fall decorations and put up all my Christmas decorations. I'm so excited. So excited. You should crochet Tilly as an ornament. That'd be so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm really bad at plushies, but I might try. Hi. Am I annoying you? With love. Your dog is doing the same thing as Tilly. Yep. She's a little snuggle baby. You're a little snuggle, short and stout. I am going to whoop your snout. She's a cutie pie. Girly, I'm not getting any crochet done. No, I'm not. I always want to like kiss the top of her little paws right here, and then I remember that she digs around in her litter to bury her poop, and I refrain. Oh my gosh, I tried to sculpt Tilly into earrings. You guys, it was the stuff of nightmares. It was so scary looking. Tilly, you did not look like a cat. You looked like a little alien monster. Yeah, no, did not work. Doing calicos are hard. Doing the little facial stuff. You have something in your eye. She always has little gunk in her eye. Yeah, I got it. This is the moment where she's deciding if she's really into belly rubs or if she's gonna grab me and bite me. Oh, what are we thinking? Oh, really liking the belly rubs. Okay. You'll have the little songs I sing to her. Oh my gosh, we sing her little songs all the time. All the time. All the time. Well, friends, I am getting actually really hungry. So I think it's time to go order pizza, turn on a Christmas movie, and decorate our Christmas tree. I'm so excited. Tilly's like, what was that? Sorry. Sorry, little baby. Sorry. Well, friends, this was super fun. I didn't even get to the end of my next row, but that's okay. I'll listen to my audiobook later in bed and keep crocheting, because tomorrow I have to continue this tutorial because I'm trying to get my Wicked sweater done by this weekend. I'm probably going to go to the Sunday showing of Wicked, not Friday, because I don't think I'm going to have the sweater done by Friday. Maybe I will. I don't know. But it's time for me to go and decorate the tree, and I'm really excited. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, for multiple hours. You guys are awesome. This was super, super fun. Oh, Boffy's here. Hi, Boffy. Yeah, Boffy, I see you in comments every day, but not as much on the lives, so it's good to see you. All right, friends, thanks for hanging out. Y'all are wonderful. Thanks for being a part of the Sunflower family. Say bye, Tilly. Bye. Gonna have to convince your mom to decorate the Christmas tree after Thanksgiving. Yes, decorate the tree. I always tell you guys this, but we travel for so much of December that it's like if I don't put it up before Thanksgiving. Are you getting my button right now? What's she doing? What are you getting? She's getting my, or is it my necklace? Here, do you want to play with my crochet hook? Here. Look. She's blind in that eye, so I have to, there it is. Oh, here, let me give you the rubber end here. There you go, get it, girl, get it. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right, everybody say bye, Tilly. Tilly, say bye. All right, she's gonna wake up from being a sleepy, cute baby and be a menace right in time to decorate the Christmas tree, so wish us luck. All right, bye, friends. I'll probably go live in the next couple days as I'm finishing the sweater, because I'll film the part of the tutorial I need to film, and then I'll have a bunch more crocheting like this, so